was raised right. Most folk, even those that were raised wrong, that wasn't the intention. Understand that?
All right, amen.
But those that reared you, it was mandated upon them to put their morals, thoughts, and ideas in you. So when we are raised, when we come up, we grow up believing what the folk that taught us believed.
All right.
If they told us you go to church on Sunday, that's what we believe. Ain't that when you go? If they told us you go to church on Saturday, that's what we believe. Ain't that when you go? If they tell us ain't no instrument supposed to be in the church, that's what we believe. If they told you you're supposed to have a Hammond B3 in the church service or it ain't going to be good, that's what we believe.
All right, now that's it. That's it. You preaching that.
It's because they reared us. They put their stamp on us. They put their imprint on us. They told us what they thought was right. But what we did not know is that unreflective thinkers can't do anything but raise unreflective thinkers because they don't know how to tell you to be anything otherwise.
Right. And that is the truth.
Hello here, somebody.
Come on here.
Rochelle Farrell has a song called, yeah, I said Rochelle Farrell, has a song called Individuality. And in that song, she simply says, is that your thought you thinking?
Ooh.
Is that your thought you thinking, or is that mama's thought that you're thinking? I don't know. It's all I know is that I've always believed this.
Come on and preach.
I've always been an unreflective thinker. It's been working for me so far. I don't know. Ain't that how daddy did it? Ain't that how my big mama would never lie to me?
You better say that.
Oh, you don't know my pastor. You don't know my bishop. Because if it came out of his mouth, honey, I know it's the gospel. Is that your thought you thinking? Or do you still think that way? It's because the way you've always thought, and you have not taken the time to even question, why do I think that way?
That's it. That is it.
Unreflective. The normal thinker is an unreflective thinker, and that's the majority of human beings throughout the world. Not aware. I think this because everybody does. My brothers think it, my sisters think it. Some of you have always been questioning some things, but you ain't letting nobody else know you question because you don't want to be the odd man out. So you have chosen to remain an unreflective thinker. Now let me tell you about the C word, consciousness. You cannot move out of the realm of being an unreflective thinker subconsciously. Your subconscious works on a template. It only knows how to do what it's familiar with. Come on here, somebody. It only knows how to do what it's always done. So in order for you to move, to even begin to move from stage 1 to stage 2, you have to make a conscious decision. I need to question the way I look at life.
Yes, you do. That's it.
Come on here, somebody.
That's it.
How come I don't like Latinos? Mama didn't like them. Have you ever met a Latino, sat at their table, spent some time, went to the movies? You just don't like them because nobody else in your family don't like them. Come on here, somebody.
That's it.
Unreflective thinker. Well, it's what my group does. You wrong by affiliation. Unreflective thinkers can only move out of that mode through the level of their conscious. You got to make a conscious decision that, listen, plain and simple, if I'm going to hate something, I'm going to be clear why I hate it.
Okay, that's right.
That's it.
It ain't going to be because my mama or my daddy hated. You hear me? It ain't going to be because my best friend, because I'm husband, my wife, or whatever, hates. I'm going to hate because I have researched. I tell my students, how much research have you done? I ain't talking about going to school or higher education, getting a PhD or an MA or anything like that. How much research, if you hate something, have kids, I hate that. Have you ever tasted it? No. But my sister don't like it. What that got to do with you? Do your own research, chew it for 5 minutes and see what it tastes like rolling around in your own mouth. Hallelujah. sure. I don't like Brussels sprouts because I've tried it for myself and it don't agree with me.
Come on.
I ain't gonna be no unreflective thinker about these Brussels sprouts. Come on here, somebody. Unaware that I am. And guess what? The key thing is that unreflective thinking is second nature. That simply means you ain't got to think about it.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
You just do it all the time.
That's right. That's right.
You do it all the time. And it seems normal. Why? Because most human beings are as well. So you don't stand out. You don't look different. You look like everybody else. You talk like everybody else. God knows you think like everybody else because most folk are unreflective thinkers.
Right.
But there are going to be some of you that says, now that I have been made aware that I am an unreflective thinker, I'm not even sure whether I really believe something I believe in all my life. All I know is I thought I believed it.
Okay.
Some of you are going to dare to move to the next level, and the next level is called the challenged thinker. Some of you say, yeah, I'm going to move to stage 2. Stage 2 is the challenge thinker, and at that stage, what happens significantly at that stage that doesn't happen at the unreflective stage is that you begin to question why you think the way you do.
That's right.
You start to question.
Yes, you do.
One day it just hits you, like, wait a minute, was that my own thought I was thinking? See, I learned as I learned about thinking that as much as my mother loved me, as much as my father loved me, and I thank God for, I would not have wanted another group of parents. They could only cause me to think as far as they could think.
All right now. Yes. That's it.
Now, when it comes to common sense, my mother had more common sense than anybody else I ever met. That woman had more common sense. But certain things, I had to start thinking on my own and listen here, not just mom and daddy, ministry.
Come on now. Okay.
I heard a lot of stuff from the pulpit when I researched. It wasn't never in there.
Come on, Daddy.
I could have stayed with that thing, come on here, or did my own research and say, God, where did you say that in your word? Why do I hate this person? Why do I frown up if somebody come in the door with red hair? What's wrong with red hair? Oh, God.
Thank you. Thank you.
How come they got to be possessed with demons? I ain't feeling that thing in my spirit. Why is it if a woman wears pants and she got on makeup, she demon possessed, and the woman that got her dress dragging the ground and ain't wearing makeup ain't full of demons? All them old mean, hateful demons is in her. I see them.
Come on.
I had to start questioning some things.